Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hope you all are having a great day. I'm having a great day. Today, we're going to be playing a modern deck that features some pretty popular cards in Standard. Hope you enjoy, and let's begin. All right, so the deck we're going to be playing today is Selesnya Cage in Modern. This deck features a lot of popular cards from the green-white Selesnya Cage deck, such as things like Overlord of the Mistmoors, Elspeth Stormslayer, Sandstorm Salvager, Collector's Cage, Caretaker's Talent, and Nesting Bot. Just a couple of things that are pretty popular for that deck, and I'm going to put my own little swing on it for Modern. So here's how this deck kind of works. So there's one card. It's called Collector's Cage. Basically, it's a artifact with Hideaway 5, and here's how this kind of works. You can pay 1 mana, you tap the cage, you put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control. Then, if you have three or more creatures with different powers, you may play the card that's exiled under the cage for free. And who doesn't like free spells? Lots of people like to cheat out big creatures or just big things in general. And this deck is one of those decks that wants to cheat things out. So let's start with our land package. First, we have one Boseiju who endures. We have about we have about three basic forests, four basic plains. We have four Razorverse thickets, four Temple Garden, and four Windswept Heath. Rounding out our land package to 20 lands. We have 28 creatures in the deck. Starting with the creatures on the 1 drops, we have Nesting Bot. It's a pretty popular card. Start your engines. When it dies, you make a 1/1. As long as you have max speed, this creature gets +1/+0. Um, we have 2 copies of Delight of Halfling, 4 copies of Llanowar Elves, 2 copies of Noble Hierarch, and 4 copies of Paul Patch Recruit. For our 2 drop, the only 2 drop we're running is Collector's Cage. Then we have the 3 drops. We have 4 copies of Caretaker's Talent, 2 copies of Delny, Streetwise Lookout, and 4 copies of Sandstorm Salvager. Now we're going to move into the bigger things. This is more of like our 5 drops and above. So for our first 5 drop, we have Elspeth Stormslayer. Basically, this Elspeth will make more tokens if we make tokens. We will put a counter on every creature we control, or we can destroy a creature an opponent controls at mana value 3 or greater. Then we have 4 copies of Overlord of Mistmoors, 7 mana, 6/6. But you also pay it for impending for 2 and 2 white. Basically, when this creature enters or attacks, you make 2/1 white insect creature tokens with flying, and that's a pretty good thing. So you impend this, you get 2/2/1s, and then you can get rid of 4 counters on it. Then you can play it for free. Um, and then our final drop, one of my favorite cards to play, Emrakul, the Aeos Tauren, 15/15. When it casts, you take an extra turn after this. It's flying, protection from spells that are 1 or more colors, and it has Annihilator 6. Any kind of like cheat out kind of creature, Emrakul is one of the most top cheat out creatures. So this deck is a big like token creator. For instance, Paul Patch Recruit. You can pay 2 and a green for its offspring cost in total, 3 mana total, to create a little copy of itself. It's just a little 1/1. Then you have like Caretaker's Talent. When it sees a token come in, you draw a card, or you can make a copy of that token. And if you level up your Caretaker's Talent to the last level, your tokens get +2/+2. The Sandstorm Salvager enters the field. It makes a 3/3 golem, and you can pay 2 mana to put a +1/+1 counter on every token you control, and those tokens gain trample until end of turn. Overlord of the Mistmoors. That's one that makes a lot of tokens. And Elspeth even makes tokens, especially with that first effect. Anytime you want to make a token, they make one more than that. So originally she only makes 1 token. Well, with her ability, you make 2 tokens. So we're gonna see how we do with this deck. I've been playing it in best of 1 here on Moto, and we're gonna see how we do. But let's also have a sideboard as well. In the sideboard, we have 2 copies of Brutal Cathar, 2 copies of Force of Vigor, 2 copies of Snakeskin Veil, 2 copies of Nature's Claim, 3 copies of Tormod's Crypt, 2 copies of Haywire Might, and 2 copies of Torpor Orb. So, we have lots of different things here, and hopefully we can do pretty well with this deck. And let's go play some games and see how we do. All right, we are in our first match. Let's see how we do. We're going to be playing best of 3 here. Um, Unfortunately, I do not have a green source. I need a mulligan. This looks better. I'm going to keep. I had to put 1 card back. I'll put a lot more elves behind. All right, I am ready to play. So let us begin. I'm going to start with this Razorbird's Thicket. Tap that for green. Play Noble Hierarch and pass the turn. My opponent's playing a Lush Portico, tapped, surveilling 1. Puts a Meticulous Archive in the graveyard. My turn. Kind of wish I didn't draw the Emrakul, but I'm going to go Temple Garden untapped. I'm going to tap for green and white to play the Collector's Cage. I'm going to hide away 5. Okay, I'm not going to hide away 5. Force a negation. Ooh. Alright, I'll go to combat. I'll attack for 1. Now it's my opponent's turn. Opponent plays an island, and is his passing turn. Alright, drew a Windswept Heath. I will play the Windswept Heath, but this time I'm just going to tap for 3. I'm going to pass with Offspring for the Paul Patch Recruit and see how this goes. Alright, I was able to get the Offspring out. I'm just going to pass the turn. Oh, I know what this player is playing now. It's Living End. Oh boy. It's put a big dumb tree folk into the graveyard. And they're cycling a Street Rat. Oh boy. Yep. I'm Living End. Well, I'll just play this tap land. Yes. I could have searched on their end step, but I decided not to. 5 and 3 is 8. 8 and 2 is 10. Not good. Overlord the Mistmoors. I'll play that. Cast with impending. And let's see what happens. Counterspell. Sink into stupor. Yep, I'm going to concede. Okay, so my opponent's playing Living End. So with that kind of thing, they don't want to play anymore. Okay, that works too. All right, time for match number 2. Playing first. And this looks like a good hand to keep. I'm going to keep this. All right, so what we're going to do, I'll start with a Windswept Heath, crack it, go to 17, get a Temple Garden, then I'm going to tap for a Noble Hierarch. Pass turn. Power Bluff Canal. Tapping for red and bolting. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna play his planes. Tap 2 for a Collector's Cage. Are you kidding me again? Damn. Well then, I'll just pass turn. That's the second time in a row my cage got force negated. That's so stupid. Opponent plays a Flooded Strand. Going searching for Island. Blue-red. For Ragavan with Dash. Attacks with Ragavan. I go down to 15. I get a treasure and a nesting bot was removed. Using the white to cast a nesting bot. Okay. Ragavan returns to the hand, and now it's my turn. Okay, I'm gonna go Razor Birch Thicket, tap for green, Llanowar Elves. Tap for green, Llanowar Elves. Tap for white, nesting bot. Pass turn. Attacks with the nesting bot. Actually just block it because I don't want their speed to increase. Both trigger. Both get servos. Dragon Rage Channeler. And there's a Scalding Tar. Okay. Bobble. It's gonna surveil. I'm gonna bobble me. Now it's my turn. There's a Boseiju. I'll play the forest. And I'll attack with a servo token. I'll hit them. My speed goes up to 2, and I'll pass turn. Opponent knows I have Boseiju. gonna play a Thundering Falls. Expressive Iteration. Yep. I'm gonna play Dragon Rage Channeler. No, they're not. Just gonna play a land. ERC and token are attacking. I'll block the token. ERC hits me, the speed goes up to 2. And then here's a DRC. Pass the turn. Here's my Delight Halfling. I'll do that. And I'll pass turn. Since they so that's interesting. So when my opponent breaks a land on their turn, they take damage. So my speed just increased to 3. That's really interesting. I've never seen that happen before. Opponent's gonna attack me in the air for 6. I can't block it. And it'll go my turn then, I guess. Or not. Another expressive iteration. Yep. There's a lightning bolt targeting me. Okay. And another lightning bolt. Okay. Let's go to game 2. So they're playing a lot of the graveyard stuff, so I'm going to bring in Tormod's Crypts. To remove, I'll remove a couple Caretaker's Talents and maybe a Delaney. And we'll try that way. Alright, since I lost, I'm going to play first. It's 2 lands, 2 crypts. I think I'll try this. I'll start with this Windswept Heath. Cast my first Tormod's Crypt. Cast my second Tormod's Crypt. Pass turn. Bobble. Bobbling themselves. Okay. I'm gonna play a Polluted Delta. Well, I should have. Well, I'm gonna do this now. I'll do this search for a Temple Garden. Now they're gonna draw a card. I'll do a Razor Birch Thicket. Attempt Cage. Let's see what happens this time. I don't want to get it canceled again. Cool. Cage is good. Wish I could have got something better. Alright. I get the nesting bot, I guess. Pass turn. Thunder and Falls. Surveil 1. Gonna put a Preordain in the graveyard. Tap blue for Preordain. Sure. Spire Bluff Canal. I'm gonna go to end step. I'll break one leaf if it's out of the graveyard. I'll draw. I'll play Windswept Heath. I'm gonna search. I'm gonna search for basic planes. And I'm gonna tap everything for Caretaker's Talent. Alright, and I'll pass turn. A bobble. Bobbling myself. And that's it. I'll draw a card. The cage. Alright. I'll tap a green for Lionware Elves. I'll tap 2 for a second cage. And it's going to be counterspelled. Yep. Alright. Pass turn. Unholy Heat. Yep. Paw Patch Recruit. That's a good one. Cast with Offspring. Paw Patch Recruit. Cool. That's a trigger on the Caretaker's Talent. I'll draw a card. And I'll pass the turn. Opponent plays a Steam Vents tapped. 3 blue. Murktide. Oh, dang it. I should have blown up the graveyard. Oh well. Okay. I'll do green white for another cage. Hideaway 5. Not again. I'll do a Paul Patrick Crude with that one. Tap one for Delighted Halfling. Pass turn. I need one more mana and I can cast on my Elspeth. Pyroclasm. Dang it. Plays land tapped. Passes in turn. Well, there's an Overlord. That doesn't do much. Well, how does increase this? Just pass turn. Hope I don't die. Expressive iteration. Sure. My turn. I'll just play Wanderer Elf. Put a counter on the elf. And I'll put another counter on the elf. Okay, I won't even do that. Let's put up the graveyard. Oops. Oh, I just killed myself. Good games. Alright, let's play our third game. We're gonna play first. No lands, got a mulligan. One land. I got a Llanowar Elf. We'll see how this goes. Actually, I'll just mulligan again. Put it on 5. That's better. Keep this, put Delny back, and I'll put... guess I'll have to do the Overlord. Alright. Alright, we're gonna start off with Temple Garden, untapped. For Noble Hierarch, pass turn. Plays a Steam Vents into a Faithless Looting. Okay. Discards a Rakdos Theater and an Island. Okay. I'll play a Forest. I'm gonna tap everything. For Sandstorm Salvager. Make a 3/3 Golem. And I'll pass turn. Opponent plays a Bloodstained Mire. Plays a Swamp. Fatal pushes to Sandstorm Salvager. Okay. Oh, look at that. I'm gonna play a forest. I'm gonna tap 3 for another Sandstorm Salvager. Make another golem. I'm gonna go to combat. I'll attack with my 3/3 golem, which is actually gonna be a 4/4 thanks to Exalted. Alright. Opponent goes down to 13. I'll pass turn. I need 1 land, and then I can play my Elspeth. Frog plays an Undercity Sewers. There's a Llanowar Elf. Let's go to combat. I'll attack for the 2 golems. Walks one of the golems. I'll activate the Sandstorm Salvager. Put a counter on each creature, each token I control. Discarding a frog. Discarding a Scalding Tarn. And then discarding an Unearth. Okay. Phone goes down to 9. Pass turn. Removes 3 cards to give the frog flying. Opponent attacks me for 4. Now we're going to draw a card. Alright, they milled 2 cards. They milled Emperor Bones and Unearth. I'm going to draw a card. Play the Emperor's a Bone. Alright. So Razor Verge Thicket. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play Elspeth. I'm going to put a counter on every creature I control to give them flying. Then I'll go to combat. I'll attack for 7. Opponent goes to 2. I'll pass turn. Alright, it's combat time. Alright, I'm gonna get my Sandstorm Salvager. Opponent's attacking Elspeth. Yep. Alright, opponent's on 2. And I win. Alright, let's go to the second game. So they're playing a graveyard deck, so I'm gonna bring in some Tormod's Crypts. Could be on Murktide. I'll bring in a Torpor Orb. So I'm gonna remove the Caretaker's 2 Caretaker's talents and the Delanese. I'll try that. Well, um, I have one land again. I have to mulligan. Okay, that's better. I'm gonna keep this. I'll put a Sandstorm Salvager back. And I'm ready. Opponent starts at a Bloodstained Mire and passes. Well, I'm gonna go Windswept Heath, crack. I'm gonna go to 17 for Temple Garden to play Llanowar Elf. Pass. Opponent is gonna get a Surveil land. Fatal pushes the elf. Okay. Well then, I'll do Plains. Tap 2 for the cage. Hideaway 5. There we go. Elspeth. I'll pass turn. There's the Emperor of Bones. We get a Llanowar Elf. It's my turn. Alright. I'm going to play Noble Hierarch. Counter on the art. Pass turn. I'm going to cycle and unearth. Interesting. Okay. No blocks. Alright. I'm going to do green mana for the Llanowar Elf. Green mana for the Delighted Halfling. And then I'll just leave it like that. Next turn, as long as I do stuff right. Opponent attacks, that's fine. Ah, poop. Actually, hold on. I'll put a counter there. Cool. Alright, so I'm going to do tap, tap, tap for Sandstorm Salvager. Make a golem. And that's it. Pass turn. Three mana. Oculus. Okay. I'm going to manifest Dread. Okay. First off, I'm going to put a counter here. I'll play the Elspeth for free. I'm going to destroy the Oculus. I'll go to combat. I'll attack with a 4/4 Golem. Puts a 2/2 in front of it. It was a Steam Vince. Pass turn. Unearth the Oculus. Yep. Plays a frog. Manifest Dread. Sure. Alright, there's a land. I'm gonna use the land. Got another plains. Tap, 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 tap. I'm gonna impend this Overlord. Make 4 tokens with the Overlord. Then I'm going to put a counter on every creature I control. I'll have flying. Alright. I'll talk about 5/5. And impending goes to 3. Discards. Discards. Archon Cruelty. Okay. Yep. I'll get rid of a token. And then I'll discard Paul Patch Recruit. And lose 3. And they'll gain 3. Watery Grave tapped. Okay. Manifest Dread. Gave me Algot Fast. Tormod's Crypt. Put a count on every creature. Go to combat. I got a feeling if I swing out, they'll probably swing back at me. That's not good. So I was gonna pass and see what happens. Opponent plays a swamp. Alright, it was Emperor of Bones manifested. Okay. I'll blow up the graveyard. Packs with Archon. Yep, trigger. I'll sacrifice insect token. I'll have to discard an Elspeth. Take 3. And then I can block with the Golem. I will activate this effect. Put counter on every token creature. Manifest in Dread. I will Hierarch. Give my creatures flying. Counter on everybody. Go to combat. No combat. Tap for a green for a noble hierarch. Pending goes to 1. Emperor of Bones. Yep, here we go again. Probably gonna put 2 counters on this one. Yep. I'll sacrifice Elspeth. Discard an Elspeth, lose 3. Sure, let's go to combat. And I lose. Yep. Okay. Let's just run back. That went pretty well. I'll play first. Gotta keep this hand. Start with a Rage Reverse Thicket into Minor Elves and pass. Opponent plays a Delta into a Watery Grave to Fatal Push my elf. Okay. I'll do Temple Garden tapped. Tap for green for a Delighted Halfling and pass. Bloodstained Mire, fetch into a Blood Crypt untapped. Another Fatal Push. Okay. Plains, Sandstorm Salvager. Make a Golem. Pass turn. End of turn, Thought Scour. Puts in a Watery Grave and Rakdos Theater. Okay. Faithless Looting. Thoughtseize and Psychic Frog into the graveyard. Into a frog. Alright, so I'll play a Plains. I'll play with Offspring. I'll tap a green for an elf. And I'll just pass. Pyroclasm. Trap. Okay. He's gonna hit me with his frog. I'll play a Windswept Heath into Noble Hierarch. I'll go to combat, attack for 4. Thought Scours himself into Undercity Sewers and Faithless Looting. Yep. Okay. I'll sacrifice Noble Hierarch and lose 3. I'm down to 12. Play a line where elf. Yeah, I'm just gonna scoop. This is unwinnable. Good games. All right, that's gonna finish off our video. We did pretty good. We did win at least a couple games. We did run into some problems with people using force of negation on our cages. Unfortunately, some of the cages that we were able to put down didn't really get anything out. We did get an Elspeth out, which was pretty good. We had some good games. I am very happy to play good games. So, thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Bye bye for now. Hello. Thank you for watching this video. If you are new to my channel, right here, you may subscribe to my channel. And you want to see the latest videos from my channel, right here is where you can see the latest videos from my channel. Thank you again for watching.